half away from the biggest pro wrestling event of all time. I'm talking about All In. And let me just say, if you have a ticket to that event, you make sure that your butts are in those seats by 5 p.m. because on 0 hour, Adam Cole and MJF are going to become your new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. And boys and girls, we're going to do it with a kangaroo kick, baby! Max, kangaroo kick! Max, what I was gonna say is we're gonna win the ROH tag titles with a double clothesline! But that is not the only match taking place that night, because in the main event, we have Adam Cole versus MJF for the AEW World Championship. And this is gonna go down as the most important match of my entire life because 9 months ago, I was told by multiple doctors that I may never wrestle again. There were some nights where I would lay awake and I would cry thinking that my dream may be dead, and now fast forward. And I'm in the main event of the biggest pro wrestling show of all time. Challenging for the most precious prize in our sport, the AEW World Championship. And I'm doing it with one of my best friends. I'm talking about you, Max. This match it's so important for my legacy because for 15 years, I've been at the top of every wrestling promotion I have ever worked for. I've broken records with my championship runs, and this match with Max, that solidifies my legacy here in AEW. But not just being in the match, but winning the match. Because, Max, I love you, but I need to win this match more than you could ever imagine. And I'm just telling you this as your friend. I'm telling you this out of love. The second that bell rings, I don't know about you, but I will do anything and everything to win that AEW World title.
You don't know about me. Okay. Hey, that was a great story. Too bad mine's better. Hey, Nashville! Who's ready for story time with MJF, baby? When I first got into this sport, listen carefully because this is all the God's honest truth. When I first got into this sport, on my first day at the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, we were handed a sheet of paper and we were told to write down dream opponents. I wrote down 2 names, Cody Rhodes and Adam Cole, baby. Fast forward, the year is 2018. I, for 1 year, have had a brand spanking new Dodge Ram truck, and in that 1 year, I put 90,000 miles on it because I busted my ass trying to make a name for myself on the independent circuit. And then a little birdie tells me in 2018 that there's gonna be a show run by the Elite in Chicago, a show that would be the biggest show in the history of wrestling outside of the WWE in decades, and that show was called All In. So I shot my shot, Tennessee. I DM'd Cody Rhodes and I said, sir, you don't know me all that well and you don't know me a damn thing. But if you give me an opportunity, I promise you, I will not disappoint. Some time went by. The show was getting closer and closer, and my hopes of being on it were getting thinner and thinner until I got a response from Cody Rhodes. And he said to me, "Kid, you're all in." That was the biggest night and the biggest opportunity of my career. I got to open a pay-per-view, frankly, I had no right being on. And yes, I may have lost that night. However, I managed to turn some pretty important heads, one of them being a man by the name of Tony Khan. After that match, Tony Khan offered me a contract to a little-known company, don't know if you heard of it, called All Elite Wrestling. The fact of the matter is, if there's no All In, there's no MJF, and that's a fact. Fast forward, the year is 2023. And I went from being an unknown, and I scratched and I clawed my way up from the undercard, let's be honest, and I grew up in front of your very own eyes. I became a generational talent. I became the devil himself. I became one of the best to have ever done it. I became the AEW World Champion. And now, once again, I'm looking at the opportunity to be on a show called All In, and once again, it's the biggest opportunity of my career. It will be in front of the biggest crowd in the history of this sport. And I'm gonna be in the main event against a guy who on day one was my dream opponent, who I can now proudly say has become my best friend. This means so much to me. You have no idea. The fact that me and you are gonna go down in the history books as main eventing the most important show of all time on August 27th. However, it doesn't mean everything to me. There is only one thing that means everything to me, and that is the Triple B. This is not simply just a title. This symbolizes all my blood, my sweat, my tears, my hard works, the missed deaths, the missed births, countless hours training in the gym until I could barely stand up, standing in front of a TV set, studying tape until my eyes bled, all so I could obtain this. And if you think just because I'm your bud, I'm gonna lay down on August 27th, you're out of your goddamn mind. I love you like a brother, but a win in Wembley will make me legendary. And I'm gonna win, Adam, because nobody is on the level of the devil.
Well, Max, may the best man win.
You know what? I have a feeling the best man is gonna win. Because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you.
That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure your new AEW World Champion, his name...
Can their friendship survive All In London? Can their friendship survive the AEW World Championship main event matches? Aussie Open emerging from the crowd.
I like it. I like it. This is what needs to happen. If you're Aussie Open, you can't let these guys look past you. They're coming for their titles. Good for Aussie Open.
Well, Aussie Open.
Well, they're not doing good right now. But
the tables turned on them by Adam Cole and MJF. Is this a precursor to the 0 hour at All In London? Wow. Calling their spot. They're looking for the double clothesline on Mark Davis. Davis sent in.
Whoa.
Davis puts on the brakes. He wants no part of it. But Kyle Fletcher pulled himself upright. MJF, he can't be trying this. Davis saving